Can I pass the Chinese Army fitness test? The answer may surprise you. The Chinese Army fitness test is known for being one of the hardest military fitness standards in the world. The problem is there is barely any official information online about the actual test. So after hours of research, videos and military forums, I collected the closest exercises and standards I could find. And honestly, some of these standards are way harder than I expected. The first exercise, the push-ups. I'm setting my timer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. According to the standards I found, I needed at least 40 reps in under 2 minutes to pass. Now honestly, 40 didn't sound impossible, but the goal here wasn't just to pass. I wanted to see how far I could actually push myself, so I decided to go all out. At first everything felt easy, but once the timer started moving, every single rep became harder and harder. My arms start burning, my breathing gets heavier, and suddenly these 2 minutes feels way longer than I expect. At this point I honestly had no idea how many reps I was doing anymore. I was trying not to stop. 5 more, I think. And somehow I finished with 73 push-ups, almost double the required amount, which means I officially passed the first challenge. The next exercise is gonna be sit-ups. And I have 2 minutes, and if I want to pass, I need to do at least 50. This was the one I underestimated the most. According to the standards, I needed at least 50 sit-ups in 2 minutes to pass. Now, I haven't done timed sit-ups in a very long time, so I genuinely had no idea what to expect. At the beginning, it actually felt pretty manageable, but after the first minute, my abs started burning like crazy. And once your core starts giving up, every single rep feels heavier than the last one. At this point, I was basically fighting against the timer, trying not to slow down, trying not to stop. I did 59 sit-ups, which means I passed the second challenge too. The third exercise, pull-ups. The minimum is 8, but my goal is to do at least 10 correct pull-ups. So let's see. I completed 13 push-ups, so to be honest, I'm so happy. But let's jump to the next exercise, which is going to be a bit harder. All right, the next exercise is the shuttle sprint from this towel until the last line. I need to do it 5 times until 27 seconds, so let's see if I can complete. 5 rounds, back and forth, all under a strict time limit. And honestly, this was way harder than it looked. The time is off and I was missing one final sprint, which means technically I failed this part of the test. Just one more time, just one. So this task, I think it's failed. Alright, so this is the last exercise of the Chinese Army physical test, which is going to be 3 kilometers running. But I don't know what is the passing time, so I need to push myself and I will see the results. 3 kilometers doesn't sound that difficult at first, but after all the previous exercises combined with the heat and humidity outside, this became something completely different. Almost immediately I could feel something was wrong. My pace was getting slower and slower, my breathing felt heavy, and my body just stopped responding the way I wanted it to. And then something happened that I genuinely never thought would happen to me. Around 70% into the run, I collapsed. Everything hit me at once, but after failing the sprint challenge earlier, I had this feeling in my head that I needed to finish this no matter what. At that point, I didn't even know what the actual required time was anymore. I just knew one thing: I didn't want to quit. So somehow I got back up and kept running, even though I was feeling absolutely terrible. I was dizzy. I genuinely didn't know how I was going to make to the finish line, and if you look at the stats, this is probably one of the worst runs of my life. What if I make this butterflip? Please subscribe. So for conclusion, I'm a bit disappointed because it was not just a challenge, it was a reflection about my capability. So I know I didn't prepare before, but I'm also proud of myself because without practice, I think I did a pretty good job. I think that was my worst run in my entire life. But in my vision, anyone who can run these 3 kilometers after all these exercises is a real champion. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm a bit disappointed, of course, because I failed the test, but that's life. So please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot for me. And follow my Instagram and TikTok account, because in TikTok and Instagram I ran 1 meter after every followers until I complete a marathon. And check my description for the full challenge so you can give it a try as well with your friends. See you in my next video.